Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. This is our prize picks video, and we're going to be talking about the NBA slate on March 21st, Thursday. We have 7 games, and we have some matchups we're excited to get into. Before we get started, though, if you've never tried prize picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. They're just going to double what you put on, so if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get your 100 plus an additional 100 to play with. Just throw that code in, they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. You want notifications on just so you can jump on these plays before they get bumped or removed. And if you guys don't mind, do us a favor and hit that like button. It's just super easy for you to just press one button, but it goes a long way for us. So if you appreciate our content, just help us out by hitting the like button, and it just helps us get in front of a larger audience. Help us work our way to 11,000 subs. We're getting closer every day, so we appreciate the help, guys. All right, so these are the plays we're going to be covering today. I'm going to be taking Grayson Allen over 25 fantasy score and Clint Capela over 29 fantasy score. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking Michael Porter Jr. for over 4.5 first quarter points and Fred VanVleet over 8.5 assists.
All right. Well, let's talk about our recap real quick. All right, so going over this recap, I took Bradley Beal over 26.5 PRA, and this was just a random game for him. He actually, other than scoring, had a pretty solid game. He just was not shooting the ball. He had 4 shot attempts in the first half. So he's been on this burner going for 20 plus points for, however many straight games. I think it was like 4 straight games. He had cleared this, I think 8 straight games on this PRA. And, the Suns played good. We still dealt with our typical turnovers that we have to clean up. But Beal, I was just, typically it's not unusual for him to have a slow start, like first quarter, you're like, okay, he's not really doing that much. And then he just turns it on, starts getting after it. This wasn't the case. He ended up only taking 6 shots on the entire day, and he didn't really need to get that involved. Booker was playing incredible. Grayson Allen was just lights out again. Grayson Allen went for 32 points. Durant went for 22. Booker went for 18, 9, and 11. So Booker had an awesome game, but Bradley Beal ended up just going 1 for 6. So didn't take that many shots. And he took 4 shots in the first half and then 2 more shots in the second half. He was facilitating. He went for 6 rebounds, 7 assists. So if he could have just had like his normal points or even a little bit below that, we would have cashed that. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. And then Grayson Allen, we took him for 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He went nuts. He went for 40. He had 9 threes. I'm excited to get back into some more of his play today. How'd you do, Jordy?
Yeah, I had a similar situation. I had one work out really well and then one just missed. But we took the Bobby Portis for over 29.5 fantasy score. He's just like a total wagon play when Giannis is out, because especially when the fantasy score is under 30 like that, that's just such a deal. But he went for 43. He had a slow start, but he ended up finishing strong. So that was a good play there. And then Ochai Agbaji. This one was just unfortunate. The line was really low. I knew he was going to play good defense. He ended up having 3 steals, which got him a little more than halfway over this line already. But, I knew it would be close with his defense, but I was just hoping they wouldn't let him score very much. And he ended up getting 13 points. So we took him for under 20.5 fantasy score, and he went for 25.1. So not super close to where I wouldn't take that again. Obviously, right now he's getting a ton of minutes, so that didn't help. But I knew he was going to get those minutes. I was just hoping they would keep him from scoring, because he's not really a great scorer. Like, that 13-point game is like one of the highest scoring games he's had all year. So unfortunate there that he was able to get in rhythm early.
Yeah, man. Well, I feel good about these picks we have today, and we'll bounce back. The Beal play, that's just so out of the ordinary for him to just take 6 shots on the whole game and he made 1 bucket the entire game. Like, that's, what can you do, about something like that? No one was expecting that, but All right, so before we get into these plays, just want to tell you guys about Daily Grind. They make DFS tools. They're an awesome brand, awesome company. We love working with them. We've been partnered up with them for a while now, and they're giving all of our viewers 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. You can go to dgfantasy.com or go through the link in the description of the video. Just make sure you put in code BACKDOOR. They'll give you 25% off of any of their tools. They have 4 different tools. We love the DFS optimizer, but the correlation tool is awesome. The middling tool is awesome. Like, you can explore what the different tools do and see if you want to take advantage of the whole bundle. If you take 25% off of that whole bundle, you're having ridiculous savings. But yeah, the DFS optimizer is something that you should just have in your arsenal. We use it every single day, so definitely check that out. All right, so Grayson Allen, let's start there. Very excited for this game. We have a 226 over under, Suns favored by 9, and this is in Phoenix, so I'm feeling good about this. He's just coming off of a really great game yesterday where he sunk 9 3-pointers. I like a lot of different props for Grayson today. But I think I want to go with his fantasy score because I just, I love what he can do on defense. And yeah, this line 25 is just really low for him. He's gone over it 3 out of his last 5 games. And the 2 games he missed it by, like half a point. So he went for 24.6 and 24.5. We just need him to get 25. So yeah, his most recent games against Milwaukee, he went for 41.6 fantasy score. And then against Philly yesterday, he went for 47.1. So yeah, whenever we're going for fantasy score, we like guys who can get blocks and steals going as well. I think he's going to clear this line even without the defense. But the defense, when you get for every block and every steal on Prize Picks, you get 3 points. So he's got, I think he's got a pretty solid matchup. I mean, it's difficult as far as, actually, yeah, he does have a little bit more of a difficult matchup. They have him listed as a shooting guard, but he plays the 3 a little bit more than the 2. So against shooting guards, they're 22nd in steals allowed, 18th in blocks allowed, and then they're pretty clean on the small forward position, 4th in steals allowed, 4th in blocks allowed. When you look at the points, rebounds, and assists, against small forwards, which is what he's usually playing, he has a really great matchup, 22nd in points allowed, 11th in rebounds allowed, 21st in assists allowed. And then if we go down here, we take a look at his minutes. He's been averaging 35.7 minutes per game, just 2 fouls per game, so he's not getting in foul trouble. He's shooting 62% from the field on 11.6 attempts per game. And then the 3-pointers are just incredible. He's the best in the league. I love to be able to say it because he's on my Suns, but like 9 attempts per game is what he's averaging over the last 5, and he's shooting 58%, which is leading the league. So he's averaging 5.2 3-pointers made per game. So we love that. Outlier added this new option where you can see the potential assists, potential rebounds. So he actually doesn't get a whole lot of potential in this department when it comes to potential assists, just 4.8 per game, which isn't too bad. That doesn't mean that you can't go for way more than that, but this is just averaging over the last 5. And then 4.7 rebounds per game. And part of that's because Nurkic is just like grabbing everything. Even Booker went for 9 rebounds yesterday. So the Suns are a good rebounding team. But yeah, he's going to do most of his damage on scoring and on defense. So you could take his points, you could take his 3-pointer line. There's a lot of different options you can go with this, but 25 fantasy score, I expect him to get this done because he is really good on defense. So yeah, 35.7 minutes per game. We love that. And I'm not concerned about him not getting many minutes tonight due to like foul trouble or anything like that or blowout. I think this will be another good game for him. So feeling good about this. If we hop over here to the DFS optimizer, they actually have this favored to go under, and I'll tell you why. They have it heavily favored to go under. So go with your gut. If you don't want to take this, just take another prop. You don't have to take every prop that we put out, but like they have it at a 53.73% odds to hit the under. And that's just because Prize Picks has this pretty bumped up. They have it at 25, which is the highest of any platform. But it doesn't scare me personally. I feel good about him getting this done still. DraftKings has it only at 23.1, BetMGM 24.1. So because of that discrepancy, that's why the DFS optimizer is favoring this to go under, because they see a discrepancy there with what we're getting it at Prize Picks. So they're juicing it to go below. But I'm going to be taking this for more. Go with your gut though. All right, so Clint Capela in the same game. I know Clint Capela burned us last time, on the rebounds. He almost got it done. I explained in that video that it was not his fault. It was, rotations with coaching. I don't expect that same thing tonight. Even in that game against LA where he only got 20 minutes, I believe that was the game. Yeah, so he got 20 minutes because they were doing weird rotations. He only got like 6 minutes in the first half. And the coach was just going all the way to their he went to their backup center. He went to like their third string center. He was just trying different rotations. We might deal with that a little bit tonight, but we have no Jalen Johnson. So I don't think that it's going to affect his minutes in the same way. But even with only the 20-minute game, he still went for 25.8. And we've got the Suns here who they have to be close to the worst in the league with turnovers. The turnovers have been just absolutely atrocious. And so I've been targeting fantasy score for a lot of different Hawks. I wanted to take DeJounte Murray, but they have his so juiced, and he hasn't really been scoring very well the last few games. So, I like Capela to get over this line because he is heavily favored to hit his blocks and steals at 1.5. But I just want a little bit of everything because, again, we've got Sadiq Bey out for the season. We got AJ Griffin out. We've got this Muhammad guy who is a power forward. He's out. Jalen Johnson, small forward, out as of 2 hours ago. So I think that I think Capela's good for at least 25 minutes tonight. Unfortunately, they don't really get him close to that 30-minute mark, but he is averaging over his last 10. He's averaging 25.1 minutes per game, just 2.3 fouls, not getting in foul trouble. Shooting 57% from the field because a lot of his stuff is really close to the rim, dunks, layups, stuff like that, putbacks, but 9.2 attempts per game. So feeling good about this. He's gone over it 6 out of his last 10, 4 out of his last 5, and 5 out of his last 6. So I think this line is just a little too low when you're talking about a team that turns the ball over that much because the Suns can just make some mistakes. Nurkic has been struggling with turnovers. Everybody on the team's been struggling with turnovers, except for Grayson Allen. But yeah, Nurkic just fumbles the ball. Capela grabs it. There's 3 points for you right there. Gets a block, 3 points. So I'm feeling good about this fantasy score at 29. And like I was saying before, even on that game where he only got 20 minutes, he was still just right under hitting that line. He's been going for 35 or more other than that. So I'm feeling really good about this play, and go with your gut. If you're scared of Capela because of the last situation, I don't blame you, but I'm not going to let that sway me because I know how bad the Suns are with turnovers, and the Suns are on a back-to-back. So I feel great about both of these plays in the same game. This won't be the only props I take from this game. I'm going to be targeting it pretty heavy. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in checking out this app that I'm on right here, Outlier, it's killer. It's another one that I think you just can't go without. Instead of giving you a discount, they're just going to let you give it a test run for 7 days for free. So if you go through the link in the description of the video, you should definitely take advantage of that. You got nothing to lose. Just try Outlier for 7 days. I guarantee you'll like it and you'll want to keep using it because it's really affordable for how much they give you, and it will help you cash more often for sure, 100%. So definitely check that out. And let's go to the optimizer one more time. So yeah, they've got Capela's blocks and steals heavily favored to go over. You could take that if you prefer. 54.27% odds to hit the over at a -137. Everyone else that has this has it juiced at a -135 or higher. And then his fantasy score, once again, is inflated. So go with your gut. But they have this favored to go under for the same reason. You can see it's a 53.41% odds to hit the under, but they're actually favoring it to go over when you look at the daily grind odds. So that's part of the thing you have to get to know about the DFS optimizer is how to utilize these different categories they have. So they're basing it off of this discrepancy because Prize Picks has it juiced at 29, and the only other platform offering it right now is BetMGM, and they have it way down at 27.9. So they just noticed that discrepancy, so they're favoring it to go under. But I'm feeling good about this, but go with your gut, But yeah, that's going to do it for my 2 plays. I'm going to pass it over to Jordy to go through his now.
Yeah. Sorry, I choked. I'm here. But yeah, before I get into my plays, I just want to quickly tell you guys about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another one of our sponsors that I had a lot of fun playing last night. It's another prop betting platform just like Prize Picks, except you can adjust your own lines. So the other night I took I had a 4-man play that I could have protected, but I didn't, and I wish I did because I would have hit it. But I had a 4-man play that I got all the way up to like a 48x, and the only thing that missed on it was Kyrie's assist. I bumped it up to like 6.5, and he went for 3 that night. But yeah, it's a really fun time over there. You can bump the lines crazy. I could take Grayson Allen's PRA at 17.5 and bump it up to 19 or 20.5 and get like a 3.2x on it, or a 2.5x, whatever it may be. Or I could bump it down to like 16.5 and get like a 1x on it. So it's a lot of fun for you guys who like to do like the 2-man power plays. Go over there and bump some lines up and get a higher payout. It's a lot of fun. There's a link in the description below. It's only iOS right now. They're waiting on the Android version to just be confirmed by Google's Play Store. So stay tuned for that for you Android users. Yeah, use code backdoor at checkout to get a 100% match on your deposit, and they'll match you up to $100. So if you put in 100, you'll get 100 to play with, but play what you can afford, obviously. But cool, let's get into these plays. So this, I'm going with Michael Porter Jr. For his first quarter points here. I love this play. I've been beating this play to death every time it comes out at 4.5, and they haven't bumped it, so I'm gonna keep taking it. But Michael Porter Jr., this is a great matchup for him. 21st in points allowed to small forwards, the Knicks are, and he's hit this 10 out of 10 straight games and 17 out of 20. I've been playing this every time it comes out. I throw it in the Discord every time, and it's just been a great play for us. This is another play I go over to Chalkboard and bump up. I bumped it up in this Dallas game to like 6.5, and he still cashed it. He went for 12 in that one. He's a great first quarter scorer. He kind of sets the tone for these guys a lot of the times. They come out of the gates and he just starts firing threes. So most of the time he hits a 3 and a 2 and he cashes it. But he can get this done in multiple ways for sure. But he gets a lot of first quarter minutes. He plays almost the entire first quarter. He gets about 8 to 9 minutes depending on how well he's shooting. Like you can see where he had 12 points in this Dallas game. They let him play the entire first quarter. So, you know, that's the kind of value we're looking for in a play like this. You got to be careful with some of the first half and first quarter props I see a lot of people taking, and then they're like, oh, he burned me, I'm banning him forever. It's like, okay, for one, you took his first quarter and his first half prop. For two, you got to look at what he's getting minutes wise. You got to look at what he's shooting. Like Michael Porter Jr. over the last couple of games has been amazing. Even his regular points are looking pretty good lately. He's shooting 51% from the floor and 42% from 3 and 94% from the line. So, I mean, he's a great player. I love this first quarter prop, though, because he does get a lot of his scoring done in the first half. So I'm taking that play over. There's no odds on this one. You can see BetMGM and Caesars have it at -130, but no DG because it's a first quarter play. But, yeah, that's my first play. And then my second play, I'm going with this is a full game prop here. I'm going with the Fred VanVleet assists over 8.5. I feel good about Fred. He's been going over this line. He's hit it 4 out of his last 5 games. And he's got like a decent matchup tonight. If you want to look at the assists allowed here, they're 17th in assists allowed to point guards, giving up 8.6. He's done this in 7 out of his last 10. 8 out of his last 20, but he's kind of starting to heat back up in the assist category. He kind of fell off the wheel there for a little bit. You can see he was doing this a lot. He was getting these crazy high assist games. I think he just had to readjust with no Şengün. You know, that dude was really starting to play some insane ball right before he got hurt. So he was demanding a lot more on ball time. But now that he's gone, VanVleet's got to get these other guys involved. And yeah, it's been working out for him. So I like this play a lot. If you look at the head-to-head last time they played, he did have 10 assists. He played 42 minutes in that game. That's another thing I love about Fred VanVleet. He gets a ton of minutes. He plays almost 40 minutes a game every game, averaging 37.3 minutes, only 2 fouls. And this is why we love outlier right here. Fred VanVleet has exceeded 8.5 assists in 5 of his last 6 games. They give you all these crazy insights. Yeah, you can go through here and just look through all these different great values. They give you so many good underdog values on here. Like Jayshawn Tate has failed to exceed 2.5 rebounds in 7 of his last 8 games. You can find things like that really quick. It just kind of lays it out in front of you. But yeah, great matchup for Fred. This one is juiced to go under just barely. 50.75% chance and a minus 121 to go under. Go with your gut, but I feel good about it. He's been having to do a lot more passing lately. And the over-under is a 218.5 over-under with a 4-point favorite to the Rockets. I think the Bulls are probably going to win the game, but I think it's going to be a very close game. And I think the over-under is probably going to be a little bit higher than that. But yeah, I feel good about these 2 plays, and that's what I got.
All right, guys, that's the 4 we're rolling with for today. Before we get out of here, we just want to remind you guys to come check out our Discord. We have a lot of fun over here. Yesterday was a little bit of a slow day, but we still had some people cashing. And we get into all different types of props in our Discord. It's about 50 cents a day. We cover esports, NHL. We've got some guys posting soccer plays. We have 2 additional analysts in the Discord as well. So between the 4 of us, we're constantly finding plays, dropping them in the Discord. The nice thing about it is we're always connected to it. So whenever a new play hits the board that we're excited about, someone from our community is going to share it, and we all get to take advantage of it. And we share a lot of slips. We have a section here where we just all share the slips that we're getting into, why we like them. And obviously you can see we cover a lot of esports in here, college basketball. So if you guys want to check that out, go through the link in the description of the video. And once you're in Discord, just go to server subscriptions and subscribe. It'll unlock all the channels for you. If you do that, make sure you hop in community chat and let us know you're new, and we'll kind of show you around. But yeah, guys, we have a great time, and we always are in the community chat during the game. So it's fun to just hang with the community and talk ball like live while we're watching it, sweating out the plays together. So come join us. We'd love to have you. And yeah, that's going to do it for us, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy this slate we've got, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.